Hey guys, what's going on? This is Mike with Below Average Blogger, and today I want to discuss my July 2021 earnings in affiliate marketing and niche website building. How'd we do? Well, we got over $2,000. I will show how we got to that number, and I will go over traffic, I will go over earnings, I will go over what did work and what didn't work, and kind of how the month went. I am just getting over being sick for like 4 days. It sucked. I had a cold or something. I don't know what it was. I don't want to say that word, but nonetheless, it was not fun. It was a few days I was kind of out, and it's nice to be back. I'm feeling really good now, but I still got some crud left over here. So, if I'm doing that a lot, you know why. I apologize in advance, but onward we go. All right. So I'm just going to start with Google Search Console for each of the websites. So this one right here is my main site. As you can see, we have cleared the 1 million impressions, 83,000 clicks. This is for the life of the site. I did enter it when I made the site into Google Search Console back at the end of September, and you will see started finally get some traffic right around Christmas time, and since then it's just been a slow burn up and things are going well. We're averaging about, I'd say 1,200 a day in page views, with weekends clearing 2,000 and weekdays being around that 1,100, 1,200 average. So if you look at my average position, you will see if I went back 5 months ago, we had an average position of 8.2, and you look now and I have an average position of around 10, 11. So the reason for that is when this site started getting some traction and started making some money really fast, it really motivated me because I think I had maybe 30 articles on there, and now I have around 110 that have all been added in those last 5 months. And so throwing on 60% of your content in the last 4 or 5 months is going to bring down your average position naturally, because those articles need time to rank, they need time to be tested by Google, and so they will spend more time in the bad positions in the SERPs every now and then making a good spot. But overall, that did bring down the average. However, I'm not concerned about it. Articles are doing well, traffic is doing well, and we're still on an uptick in traffic and revenue. And this is my grilling site. So let's go to my dog breed specific site. All right, and so you will see this site also. I entered it here January in Google Search Console, but this site was created back in September as well as the grilling site. Now the difference in this site versus the grilling site, you'll see it's got only a fraction of the impressions and clicks, same average position around 11. But that's because I only put about 7 articles on this site when I made it back in September. And then in January, February, March, when it started to get a pulse in Google, that's when I threw it into Search Console. That's when I added probably another 30 articles. I think I'm around 40 articles at this point, but again, majority of those added in the last 3 months. But as you can see, I had a little bit of trickle in here and there, and then somewhere around April, so that would be the 6-month mark, which is about right, we did see some growth in Google. This site should see upwards of 3,000 visitors this month if it continues this trajectory. And like I said, I've added 30 something articles in the last 3 months. And so I expect this time next year, after adding some more content towards the end of this year, this last quarter, I'll be pumping a bunch of content. I want to get this to 1,000 or 100 articles as well. And we will see kind of next year how this site is doing. All right, this was the original site that started it all. This was my camping website, the very first website I jumped into Google and into blogging. I made huge mistakes on this website. I had some small wins here and there. I learned a lot from this website, but overall it's been a very slow grower, and that has a lot to do with how I created content, how I did keyword research, how I did the layout of my site. Lots of variables and lots of mistakes, but it was my first website, and that's kind of what I would expect at this point. So 250,000 impressions, 8,500 clicks, average position of 33. So you will see here, this site has kind of dealt with it all, right? So we started it in July 12 months ago. Didn't really start getting a pulse, I'd say, until around November, December. And then right when clicks really started taking off, you got hit with the December update. Then a month or two later, it recovered. It kind of stayed idle all the way through the spring. And then I had a nice little jump again in April. I was starting to finally get some decent growth on this website. And then the May-June algorithm updates hit. And I took a beating there, not only in the SERPs, but in my, my average position, my clicks, everything, impressions, everything dropped. Late June, you will see the recovery started. And we are now, right at about where the site was when it was hit pretty hard in May and June. So we'll see if this growth continues. We'll see if it just stays level. I don't know what's going on with it, and my idea is that I will go through and slowly update the content, add better content to each article, clean up some issues on it. But in all honesty, I haven't really given it the attention it needs because I have these other sites that are winning and making real money. And so while this is something I should be pouring more time back into to get it up to speed, I will slowly, but I'm not as focused on it as I should be. I'm kind of just letting it do its thing. It's only 12 months old, 130 something articles. I need to fix a lot of the content, I just haven't done it. All right, this website right here is a new website I started 1 month ago. Right in the first week of June I started it, so it's, well, I guess now it's 2 months old. July 1st, August 1st, yeah. So we're 2 months old on this site, but you can see this site it's doing well. For a 60-day-old site, it's now seeing averaging 30 clicks, 10 clicks. So I'd say we're averaging around 20 clicks a day, an average position of 9.6. It's got 40 articles on it that I wrote all in that first month. Keyword research is going well. Average position is going well. I've already got the snippet on a couple things on a 2-month-old site. It's in a huge niche. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's a huge topic, but not a lot of niche websites about it, which I found surprising. We'll see how it goes. I might reveal this one down the road because it's a very interesting case study to me. It's a huge keyword that you would just think would be gone, overloaded, bombarded with competition. And in some ways, some aspects of it is, and other aspects of it it's not. On the informational side, there's really nobody covering that. And then on the best of accessory area, buyer intent stuff, there's some people playing that game. But so I'm doing all informational. This does not have one money post at this point. It's all informational. It's doing well. It's 60 days old. I will say this, it's a food item, and my information is not recipes. So I'll just leave it at that. That is my grilling website, my dog website, my camping website, and my food item website. So that's all fun. But let's look at Google Analytics. All right, so for the grilling website, you see we had 49,180 page views. We were just shy of 50,000, but I cheat a little bit. If I go into Ezoic Big Data Analytics, it shows me at 51,000. So naturally my ego allows me to take that one instead. Nonetheless, 50,000 page views, which was a 20% growth over last month, or excuse me, a 15% growth over last month. I had a 7% decrease in session duration, which I'm curious about why that happened. And my pages per session is down 2%. So users are up 20%. We had 32,000 users, 50,000 page views, 38,000 sessions. And as you can see here, compared to last month, it was just a good month overall. All right, so earnings, here we go. All right, so all the website earnings on Ezoic, this is for 3 sites showing Ezoic ads, but the camping website and the dog website showing ads, you know, they receive 3,000 page views or less, so they account for maybe $30 to $50 of this. So for the month of July, my website portfolio, 3 websites with ads, earned revenue of basically $1,300. It was $1,298.75, so we were $1.25 short of $1,300, with an EPMB in July of $29.27. And that is on Ezoic's premium plan. I think it's 4 stars, $220 a month, maxed out 4 stars. And that's $220 a month, but if I look at my premium, I earned around, I think, $340 in premium revenue. So, you know, pay $220, earn $340. That's a math problem I'll do all day long. It looks like I'm winning on that end. So I'm happy with Ezoic Premium. I'm happy with Ezoic ads. And overall, you know, they're earning decent money. All right, Amazon affiliates. I sent them 3,600, basically 3,700 clicks, 500 ordered items, 485 shipped, 20 returned, with a 13.6 conversion. Total revenue shipped was $13,250. Total earnings $425. Well, with a bounty, $428.96. And then let's go into AvantLink, and we had 1 commission, excuse me, 2 orders with a total commission rate, a total commission of $38.64. And then I go to a grilling affiliate I have that earned $17.65 on 2 sales. And then on Another affiliate program I had 4 sales totaling $299 on the dot. All right, and so that gives us a grand total of $2,000 and $2,083. So we have finally cleared $2,000 a month. Onward and upward, though, I am all sights set on the 2,000, or excuse me, the 3,000, the 4,000, and beyond. And so that would be what I earned in the month of July, $2,083. And when I look back at the month on what I learned, a couple things. As you see these things that seem to be disasters, like everyone talking about Google updates, yes, they can be disasters for your site. But even my site with poor content, poor keyword research, my camping site, my first site, although it's been hit every time by Google algorithms, it always recovers. And so while it is a bad thing when your site gets hit, and it can be nerve-wracking and anxiety-inducing and all these things that come with a big Google update, at this point, unless you're under a targeted update, it appears most websites recover. Now, if you have total garbage content, no effort content, and you're just throwing up best of listicles with poor content all day, I don't know that you'll recover, at least not enough. But if you're trying to do the right thing, you're trying to write good, helpful content, and you got hit by some things, I think you will see there's a recovery. I've also seen with traffic and revenue growing, it's allowed me to put more of that and reinvest it back into it. So 6 months ago, I couldn't take $1,000 a month and buy content. I would have to either write it or just nickel and dime what I could, 100 here, 100 there, and get a couple articles out of it. But as the revenue grows, so does my reinvesting back into this business grows. And so while it would be nice to just take that $2,000 and go buy something dumb, I don't care about dumb things. I care about making more money. So I'm going to take that money. I take about 70% right now and I reinvest it into content. So that's that, right? Things are looking good. I will say this, if you're still watching the video, we've been on for some time now. I am considering selling my site. I know that sounds crazy. It's my grilling site, the one that's seeing 50,000 page views. It's 11 months old, or it's 10 or 11 months old, September 2020 to now, whatever, 10 or 11 months. Nothing is guaranteed in blogging. Nothing's guaranteed in life, but especially blogging. Google algorithm updates, yes, it can recover, but it may take a hit. And if you're thinking about selling, that screws up your last 6 months, last 12 months average earnings. And there's an old saying, you know, a bird in the hand is worth more than 2 in the bush, which basically means the one you have right here is where your money is. Sure, you might make more money down the road. There might be 2 birds in the bush, but you don't know that there is. You're hoping. You're relying on the possibility. And so when I have a site making, let's just take out the other websites, the grilling website's making about $1,700, $1,800 a month right now, and that's growing month on month. And so it's going to be at the point pretty soon, where it's earning $2,000 a month at a 40x multiplier. You know, it's an $80,000 website that was built in 11 months. Now, I understand that's not 12 months average. That's not 6 months average. That's, 6 months ago, the site was barely earning at all, and now it's earning upwards of $2,000 a month. So it'd be hard to evaluate it correctly and get a buyer who sees that potential and understands the risk of it being a new site, but showing that growth potential, all organic. I think it's going to be hard to sell it to the right buyer because I see the potential. They're going to see average earnings, and that's all they care about, understandably. So that's why I'm holding off. I want to cash out on one of my sites just for that mental, like, okay, I did it. I took a year. I risked it all. I left a corporate job almost a year ago, not quite a year ago, about 8 months ago, to try earning my own money online because I knew I could figure it out and make it work. I hoped, right? And so it's starting to work. And it'd be nice to take that, 70, 80 grand, and have that tangible asset and say, wow, I worked hard for a year. I made $80,000 cash on top of the, $5 grand passively it earned while I was building it up. That'd be a nice return on my investment. So I really considered it. I've got a consultation call with Empire Flippers to discuss market timing, which I just kind of want to, for an education purposes, I want to talk to them about it. At this point, I'm not going to announce that I'm selling it because I'm not. I'm just kind of weighing options, but I am looking for potentially an exit on this just to see what I can do and then, invest in some new sites and what I have now and grow those up too. I don't know. I'm all over the place. Either way, that's the month of July, guys. $2,083. We did it.